Google Workspace tutorial for small businesses. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how you can get started with Google Workspace as a small business. Google Workspace allows you to increase your team's productivity with applications they are already using. You can boost productivity by ensuring that they have all the tools that they need and a collaborative space for everyone to work. So, with Google Workspace, they have different solutions for different types of teams and individuals. They have a business plan for mid-sized businesses and small businesses, which can help you in using tools, especially your basic tools such as docs, sheets, and slides. But you also have things like the Gemini app to boost productivity, as well as Notebook LM, forms, app scripts, and more. So let's get started. Simply head on over to workspace.google.com and then click on Get Started. Once you do that, you're going to put in your first name and your last name and then your email address. Once you put in your email address, click on Next, and you're going to click on whether or not you have a business domain. So your domain is basically your URL. If you have a website, you probably have a domain. Yes, I have one. We're going to enter that. lilydavis.site is our domain. Once we do that, we are going to click on Next. Then after that, we're going to choose how we're going to be signing in to the Google Workspace. So this is going to be whatever username at lilydavis.site. So let's say I am the owner, lily at lilydavis.site, because my name is Lily. Then you're going to proceed with creating a suitable password, and then you can discover Workspace, verify you're not a robot by selecting the motorcycle, selecting the bus, like so. Then we're going to click on verify, click on agree and continue. And once we agree and continue, we can move on towards our next step. Just going to wait for our next page, which is going to be our sign-in page. So I am Lily at lilydavis.site in my Google Workspace for my business. Click on next. Once I do that, I'm going to enter my password over here, click on next. Once I click on next, I'm going to have to verify my identity via text message or an automated voice call. And now I'm going to click on get code over here to verify my identity. So I'm going to open up my phone to check what verification code I have received. It is going to be G-95996. And I'm 996. Okay, I think I was not supposed to type in the G-96. Yeah. And now I'm just going to click on verify over here to complete my verification. I'm going to click on I understand over here. And once I click on I understand, I can proceed with my Google Workspace account finally. Now in this, you have a few different plans. So you can either proceed with their business starter, which is a flexible plan, or the annual plan. The annual plan is going to run you a bit cheaper at $6.70, but at $6.30, whereas the monthly billing is going to cost you $7.56. Keep in mind that you're going to get to try it for free for the first 14 days, and then you can agree to upgrade. Now, once everything is completed, you're going to add your address line and your payment information. So for that, we're just going to enter our basic address and then our postal code. And I'm just going to complete my info. Now, once we have done that, we can proceed on to our next step, which is to verify that you own lilydavis.site and start using Gmail with your domain. I'm going to click on get started, and the first thing is your domain setup. I'm going to click on sign in to GoDaddy because this is just easier because I'm using GoDaddy as my domain provider. I wouldn't have to do manual verification. It's just going to ask me to allow Google to enable domain verification for my domain name. I'm going to let it do the verification on its own instead of having to do it myself. Once our domain name is ready and our DNS settings have been, set up properly with Google, we can proceed with sending out emails using our own new workspace email. And instead of having to build expensive CMS softwares where you're assigning emails to your organizational members, having Google Workspace can be a simplified solution for mid-sized businesses, especially when you're trying to formalize operations. This is going to help you a lot in formalization of your basic operations and your basic tools. We're going to wait for this to be completed, and it can take a couple of minutes. So now our verification has been completed and we can move towards our next step, which is to start using Gmail. We're going to click on activate Gmail and then click on continue. Once we do that, we can add our users. So whoever is your team member, you can add that. You can add their username. For example, I have an employee called, let's say, Allison. Okay, it's Allison Young. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up their username. I'm going to set it up as Allison like this at lilydavis.site, and I'm going to click on add member. Now our person has been added, and you can add more people as you want. Now, organizations in the trial period with over 10 existing email addresses need to upgrade to the paid subscription. However, when you're using under 10 people in your trial period for the first 14 days, you can proceed without any issues. Once you've added all of your team members or all of your business members, we're just going to set up our organizational domain. We're going to have to, again, obtain our verification to be able to send out emails with our newly procured workspace email address. So let's just wait for the DNS settings to be sorted out. And you can do manual verification. Manual verification is simply by setting up your own, adding your own DNS records. It's just as time consuming. So you guys can see the DNS records are already completed. Now we can click on Explore Google Workspace. Now we actually will be able to view the Google Workspace. I'm going to proceed without the setup and I'll show you guys what it looks like. So once you have created your workspace, you're going to enable two-step verification, represent your team by adding your logo. You can get a drive for your desktop. Then on your top right, you're going to see your Google Apps. Now, if I open up Gmail over here, my email is not going to be a regular email now. My email is going to be sent with a professional email address that has its own domain. I'm not going to have a, wonky old email that is actually not my email at all. Instead, I'm going to have this email. We're going to have a separate calendar, meetings, contact, Walt, Google search, admin, Earth, travel, and even Google Classrooms. You can click on your apps on the left and you're going to use your account. You're going to sign in with your actual Google or Workspace account. So this is Lily at lilydavis.site email. Click on next, then enter your password to log in. Click on next once more. And just like that, these are all our applications. So if I want to access my calendar, I want to access my mail, I can click on over here to enable these applications. And this is what my new calendar looks like. You can see that your calendar is going to have some basic calendar defaults applied, like birthdays or tasks or holidays in your region. Then in your email, you're going to see some smart features like automatic email filtering and smart compose. Then you also have smart features like Gemini AI, as well as Google Assistant answers. You can set up your own signature and enable desktop notifications. And you can even ask Gemini AI to summarize, write, and show unread emails, show you attachments. You can even go into your chat function to easily be able to curate spaces for chatting and meeting with your team. And the best part about all of this is that you get it all in one familiar space. So I hope you guys found this video helpful and you are now able to get started with Google Workspace. If you did find this video helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video.